Let me know. You are? Okay, welcome to a special live episode of the Mind Business Podcast. We sort of go straight to the core of what drives entrepreneurs in that business fortune. And so if you are watching us live, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, we're in other channel right now, which is me a favor. Drop yours in the comments, share it, may type we connect so we know you're watching this. It's fine. It's Today is going to be very different for us. It's streaming live from Weekend. Pressure of information. There are large viewers, professional gather, do relationships, share strategies, and it's elevate how we use them get themselves. I wanted to, here's the truth here. Next opportunity is often not in what you know. A lot of times, knows what you do. And tonight we're putting you in the room, even if you're watching from home. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. This is a 2-hour live stream and live recording. It's we start by the spotlight to show up in person. And we're going to be getting 3 or 5 minutes off. We're also going to be doing open the door in here as well. It did last down. So one spotlight being certain calls right now at 877-777-015. That's 877-767-067. This box up. So then you call, be ready now, your name, your city, and your business. You can call one sentence and you also give yourself. And we'll stop at the end for the time for our live solution. Yeah, I want to shout out some sponsors because we have the marketing. Event sponsors like Jamaica, Feeling Events, maybe around the second, work with Solar Fire Space again. And title sponsor on Business Credit, don't things over Build Business Credit, and excellent through funding hours in this. And our direct sponsor is Red Hazel, Kimpton Energy Light, and thanking the comments for our sponsors. Before we jump into the first block, 3 quick things. Please like this live, follow or subscribe to Mind Business Expert, and also share this live with one entrepreneur in your network. Also, in comments and something like that, you're good. We're doing fine. Think about who you want to talk about this. And let's also talk about the real reasons that we do this. And one of the reasons we're here is to talk about business trends. It's not really a nice to have, it's about leverage. So when I think this has that strength in what you can do with that is get inventory, training planners, access, large freight, which wants to get position, flying away the person companies, put the right funding, stages and lenders in. A lot of people I can scale better. So, training how to scale this movement. Um, this so, this first guest here. I should say, be amazing event. So, how I kind of just talk a little bit about working things from what you can who's so then. Thanks for opening this up, man. So also mentioned talking what we do. I want you to introduce yourself to me. Yes. Just we're having a conversation. Don't worry about it. Yes.
I'm a speaker. I am an advanced local. I've been doing events for about 7 years now. Events with much going on for anybody, all it's trying together, really flash. I've come with them. For me, I started doing a lot of it. So we host these events once a month here at Kimpton Shane Hotel on a Thursday. We invite everyone to come out, just mingle, share ideas, and just network.
So with that, are you doing this event? Do you do this event? I know you do it once a month. Is it first Thursday, second Thursday? Yes.
Second Thursday available, and so where. Well, it's always going to be here, but if you want to know the date, just follow us on social media at Be Amazing. We also post the
Give people a chance to reach out. So where can they find you? Where can they
Be Amazing event. So amazing event on all social media platforms. And then we also post on Eventbrite, Posh, and Eventform. We also invite you to be a vendors out. You want to out in your business. It's the vendors people. We're always on big partnerships, and we're just collaboration, like on it.
But so I trying to actually, we're trying to think how long it's been. It's gonna be yours.
And yeah.
That's like this. Oh, we're not quite just like this because we went on fire. It's fun. Very nice thing here. And one of the things that was unique about the VMA's events that I thought was the way that you tailor the events. They're not always like these big, large events. What's happening is everyone connects to everything. So, what kind of how did you coordinate that, or kind of make that kind of like your niche when it comes to networking events?
So, I plan networking events in Atlanta, and it always turned out to be a RH. And then that's it. It's like the little school in Atlanta. So my goal was to host events where you're actually engaging. You'll have some type of guests who are shy to talk, so I create some type of games, like we have the bingo. We have the speed networking. It's like speed dating, but for networking, where you actually have to interact with people. So the goal is always to have a takeaway with about 5 or so contacts that you're actually doing your goal with. I'd love to have the special guests. That way they can pretty much be the center of the room, and they can highlight their business or services as well. So just creating that space for you to be open and engaging with everyone that's around you and not feel shy, and it's not we can party, but we're also here to make connections, and that's the goal.
So no, I think that's super important, and I, I don't think people have to go to a large event all the time to really connect and to have a connection with other people to really grow their business. So it's super important to be able to just connect with wherever you go. This is kind of why you call it We Connect, because
We connect.
we do connect.
We do connect.
At events, at the Be Amazing events. So I think it's really amazing. So I again wanted to thank you for sponsoring this whole event, for continuing to do that. Also, it's entire. What's really always near and dear to my heart is anything for entrepreneurs and business owners. It's always something that I really love and enjoy. And I love that you have this venue, that you continue to do it. I hope you continue to do it for a while. And like I said, just continue to be amazing.
Be amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you for being here. And let's see how we can, get some exposure for these business owners or aspiring business owners. So I think this is a great setup. And let's have some fun.
And then before you go, let's talk about our sponsors. So I know that we have a drink sponsor here. You want to talk about that sponsorship here? Also talk about your.
So we do have Red Hazel that's always here. That's actually a partner as well. Red Hazel is a Black-owned business whiskey brand by TK Burton. She's not here today, but you will definitely get to taste some of her whiskey samplings as well. We have Lush the Candle as well. That is another Black-owned woman business, and she will be here shortly with some very, very, very scented candles that last forever, which I love. One of my favorites.
Well, it's forever.
And then we have a vendor baffle cards that's in the building. I actually just got my card. I know I shared that information with you. So if your Black card, which is your business card as well. So you just tap it, and that will connect you with.
So another We Connect.
Another We Connect.
Yeah. We Connect easily.
Yeah. So definitely get your cards and Apple cards. Check out Red Hazel. Online, you can order your whiskey online. Takes tastes phenomenal. And Lush the candles as well.
I will make partake of the red things later, but right now it's just water for me.
Okay. And of course, we have Get Miss Credit here with the Max Fortune. Of course. He's got us going with the live podcast today. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
This amazing event. And listen, I would love to have you just kind of come back on to the middle or the end, especially for the end, so that we could just kind of stay a nice little closeout.
Absolutely.
So please don't go too far to turn you off because you're going to be here anyway. So, thanks for coming in.
Of course.
Thanks for having us. And we're going to just keep it moving.
Okay.
So,
That's great.
I'm going to go and continue with this saying. So, if you're watching this live, I just want you to. I want to take an extra 3 seconds to talk about business credit and talk about take credit in the comments if you want to comment. So we are going to consider into one of our next spotlights, and guys have to forgive me for there's lots of going on here. So I am trying to wait as they're giving the next person's over. So it's fun. We are going to continue to do some business spotlights and some of the business owners on tier rating to be interviewed. Also, you want to just get that number out again. It's 877-777-0671. So if you're in New York, California, in Baltimore, Maryland, my hometown, DC, anywhere, and you want to just kind of call in and shout out your business, we'd love to tell that we are love to talk to you. Again, feel free to do that. So we are going to keep the show going. Please. All right. Going into our next news right soon, and so yeah. Actually, the our next guest is I don't know what's going on here. You come up to June. I'm sorry. I thought you found it out. No, we're doing a podcast live right here, right now. I'm live. At camera, and you can block the camera also. So you have to talk about you. Okay, but you're blocking that camera. I don't know what camera this is. Not yet. Okay. I'm not sure you the solution. So let's keep the type of things as you know, it's just
You want me to wait till you do the closet?
You're live, man. You're going. We were just having a conversation here.
Okay.
So, I'd like for you to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Right. I am Lorraine Tramiel. I am.
You're gonna probably have to kind of speak really loud on that camera. I don't know if we're gonna.
Okay.
I mean, not camera, but the microphone. Geez, I don't even know where to get to that. But yes. Just make sure it's good levels. That's good. All right.
Are they able to?
So introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Lorraine Tramiel. I am a 3-time author. I am a photographer, a celebrity photographer, a red carpet host as well, and advocate for mental health disorder.
Okay. Is Lorraine?
Yes.
I'm going to have you forgive me because I said I'm hearing it. Everything background idea with the spirit. So, Lorraine, so talk about, you said you're a photographer, you're an author. Let's talk about some of your books. What kind of books have you written? How many books have you written? Let's talk about that.
Yes, because I'm an advocate for mental health disorder. My books, the first book is called Walking in Faith During a Storm, and it's filled with inspiring words of information to help others in coping with depression. My second book is titled Powerful Faith While Conquering Principalities. I had a son that actually dealt with schizophrenia / chronic depression. So that book is filled with true life chronicles that I had to experience as my testimony to help allow other families to see how they could deal with it. So it provides information on tools and resources to help assist families that are dealing with a loved one that's experiencing mental health disorder behavior circumstances.
How can people kind of get access to your books? How do we find them?
They're on, my books are located on Amazon, .com, Amazon Books, and they can go out there and order the books off of Amazon.
And do me a favor, give everyone the name, the author. How do they find those books? Let's get those titles back out.
Yes.
Name once more.
Yes, the first book is titled Walking in Faith During a Storm, and the author, which is myself, Lorraine Trammell, and the second book is titled Powerful Faith While Conquering Principalities, author Lorraine Trammell.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
That's good stuff. You also mentioned that you are a celebrity photographer.
Yes, I am.
So let's talk about that. How do you, or how did you get into doing photography? Or did you do, you're an author first, or
Actually, author first.
author?
Because I was following the instructions of the Holy Spirit and Lord, I began to do a lot of networking through, I was a part of a modeling agency as well. I do model every now and then now. I started out doing it because I was an author, but my assignment through Christ leveled me to do something different. So when God directed me to go in a different path, I began to network a lot. And every opportunity that I had when I was networking, I'm always taking photos, always taking pictures. I love being in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. And so it just led people see you. When you networking is very important because you never know who's watching you. As people were watching me, I get to know a lot of people. I don't meet any strangers. They begin to say, can I utilize you for my event? Can I utilize you for that event? So that's how I began to do it for the industry and became a part of an agency that actually does a lot of the celebrity events like the Shane events, the legendary awards event. So a lot of different events in the industry. I'm there with all the other photographers. So that's how it was just favor from God.
And you know what? I want to piggyback on something you just said. You just talked about the importance of networking
Yes.
and being able to go out there and network.
Yes.
So repeat, that's worth repeating that so a lot of people go out there and just go out business and social media is great and sure I'm up like the social media chance, but it's always great to get out and meet people, meet hands, and like you said, you just never know who's watching, who's paying attention.
Absolutely.
And just being able to go out, you never know where your next opportunity is going to come from. The more you circulate, and it's not always easy. And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty much a staunch introvert. I really don't like going out if I have to, but I have to. I don't like it. I don't.
Well, see, it's on the inside of you, and God's just bringing it out and bringing people to you to do this because, it helps when people see you setting up what you do. And especially what I'm saying here, I actually need help with this. I have not had anyone in the industry that was willing to share the information with me because I have an LLC. I have my business license, but I don't know which direction to take it in to be a part of the nonprofit organization or to get the grants or to get the credit line or to utilize the DIN number. Everything that you have here. And I was sitting here looking at your backdrop and I said to myself, I need this information. So a lot of times, even when you're networking as an entrepreneur, you have to invest in yourself with things such as this, like your backdrop. If you don't advertise for yourself, people won't know it. And if you don't speak up and speak out, the people won't know. So you're utilizing your voice today, even with your podcast, to give some very important information for people that need it, like myself.
Well, I'm so glad you came out, and I want to make sure that you did get your contact information. Did you fill out one of those forms when you were here?
I did not. I didn't see the form.
So see that guy right there, Byron? She's going to fill out some of the information. You don't have to come on camera, but she wants to fill out the information so we can get to her later about fitness credits.
Okay.
And so we definitely want to make sure we don't miss an opportunity to talk about this.
Absolutely.
And ironically, 70% of all businesses don't even know or have activated fitness credit for themselves.
No, I don't, and I'm one of them because I don't want to get anything I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize me with the government as far as when you utilize your social security number, when you are doing your EIN number as opposed to the social security number. I was told so many different ways you can do it. I need to know the correct way, the proper way to do it.
And so I'm so glad you said that because there are a lot of people who are, I mean, we're not the only person in this space, but what we've tried to do is create a really wonderful program. We do have, as you can see here, we have workbooks, textbooks.
I see, yes.
We have an entire online platform, so you can go into getbiz.credit and you can actually go on there right now. If anybody's watching this podcast, you can go to getbiz.credit and sign up for free, start for free.
Okay.
You can go through those first couple of phases. And then as you start to interact with vendors, it's still a little cost for it, a little monthly cost for it, but you can get started and set up. But you also can access some of the educational tools on here. So we don't just kind of say, hey, do this, do that, but we kind of have we have courses. Courses are either videos you can watch if you like videos. If you want to listen to it on the MP3, you can listen to it. If you want to download the PDF. However you like to learn, we have it on our online platform.
Do you ever teach in person? Do you ever have any in-person classes?
So you know what? That was a great question. So we do have a VIP. So it's a one-on-one. I generally meet with our VIPs on Wednesdays, but it would be if you talk about our the VIP program. I can sit there and we'll schedule time for that, but it's one-on-one. So you and I would just sit like this for an hour, get everything set up, and get you through the platform. But with the VIP, we actually do everything for you, but we meet ultimately so you're seeing. So we have that. We do have platinum, and then we have a basic. So it's kind of the
consultation fee for that, or is it the first time free, or then you give fee?
It's never free for me.
Okay.
Max for attorneys and so. I'm kidding.
You messing with me now?
But yes, when you get that information for Diamond, just sign up. We'll have a free consultation. I don't hate the word free. We'll do free consultation with talk. And we love helping you. That's why we're here today. And so anybody who endeavors to want to get out there and do business credit, sounds like there's a bunch of things that you mentioned. You mentioned nonprofit. You mentioned things. And I've been in this space for 30 years, believe it or not. Hopefully I look younger than that, but I've been in this space 30 years.
Well, you still look young.
But I am a certified wealth management specialist. I've been life insurance licensed property casualty Series 6 wealth manager. I've been doing this for a long time. So I've been doing the business credit. But anyway, we've been doing it for a while. And right now, the big thing is sharing that information with other people, sharing the importance of business credit. It just having access to funding just allows you to get to that next level that much faster.
And it's definitely a good thing to do and be involved with. The information that you actually have to offer is something good for me to know. Considering sitting on my LLC, I'm constantly paying for it every year, but not knowing the right way of direction to utilize it to build more for me. So I do utilize it to a certain extent, but I need to utilize it even more.
Yeah, and so like I said, I would love to help you with that. And
thank you.
So whatever you're doing, we'd definitely love to do it.
Okay.
So
thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much. And I'd like to if I would get you that information first.
Okay. The information. All right. Good.
All right. So I would say welcome to anyone who is watching this live. If you are watching this live, drop in your name, your city, and your business name, and also who you helped. And what's one problem that you solved that you need right now? You have to hear from your comments. So it's super good. So as we're waiting for the next person to come on, again, my goal and focus is enjoying being able to sit there and talk to people about enjoy talking to people about going through here, going through business credit, rather. So, if you have any business credit questions, if you are like the last best and you just want to find out more, you can call in right now if you have some credit questions, business credit. If you have questions about starting a business, have an idea that we want to talk through, we are here and we can help you with that. So, again, we'll try to filter in some of your questions with you as we're kind of going through these things. Yeah, those are free. Oh gosh. We're sorry.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Okay. You are one of the sponsors here,
Yes.
and I want you to introduce yourself.
Okay.
So, can you please do that?
Okay. Any camera in this camera right here?
We're just having a conversation, yeah?
So my name is Kendra Moore. I'm here with Baba Cards today, digital business card company. We can tell you all about the business card. Okay. So with one tap on someone's phone, you can connect your information, exchange, and it is the best networking tool, in my opinion. And so we have AI in the background that can help you out with all your follow-ups when you're meeting people. If you go to an event, you meet 20, 30 people. You might not remember their names, what they do. With this, it does like a whole background check and tells you all about them. So you can follow up with them and have automated follow-ups for you as well.
So, let me get this straight.
Yes.
Saying it's your device, you're correct. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Let's show people right there. So, this card, can I see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It has a signature on it. This is your signature?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And it's a QR code on the back. So you guys see that there's a QR code on the back, signature here. And so, so when somebody wears this card from you, they get to have their signature on it,
Their logo, whatever they want.
logo or anything else.
It
Feels heavy.
has a little bit of weight to it, yes.
It does. It does. And so you just slap this on somebody's.
Tap it on their phone. All your information comes up. You can have like a picture, a video at the top, contact information, website, any social media.
Or they can scan the QR code. Is that kind of how it works?
Yes. But the NFC is real quick. One tap on the phone.
So it's kind of like when you're checking out of the store. It kind of.
Exactly.
This is a great idea, especially for networking people who do. I said earlier, I don't really like network. I'm an introverted person, but when it comes to networking, it's very easy. You want something very easy now. A lot of people use some of those other apps. I don't know what I'm saying. All those names. And sometimes it's difficult for sharing that information. So when somebody you tap this, they get your information. How do you get theirs back?
So there is
Can I hold on to this? Can I have this?
Yeah. So there
Do you have more of these?
I have more, yes, I can show you.
So this is really neat. Seriously.
Thank you.
So-
So one tap on the phone, they have all your information. They can save the contact that goes into their contacts. Then it prompts them to exchange their information. So name, social media, whatever they want. And then it goes into my contacts as well.
And so they don't have to have this card.
No.
But I'm sure you have some kind of promo say, hey, get your. What is the card called again?
A Baba card. A Baba card.
Popper one.
Baba. For the B, Baba.
Bop.
Baba.
Oh,
Baba.
you got to forgive me because I'm with the live. I get
Very good.
I'm hearing that more than I'm hearing you.
All good.
So it's a bop up card,
Baba card, yes.
and they just tap it to the phone. So if I tap it on my phone, wherever it is, your information would come on.
Yes,
So that's how I would get your info. You would come up and I'd be able to share it back with you.
exactly.
How long have you had this business? When did you start? What made you get into it?
So I'm in charge of all the operations. The founder started this about 4 years ago. I've been in it the whole time. The AI is a brand new component, but just going to networking events, you meet so many people. So it's the best networking tool. So you can follow up with people, close deals with them, connect with them, continue talking to
So
them.
you said this card closes deals for you?
Yes.
It closes deals for you?
Because you're going out, you're meeting people, right? So say you're in sales. The founder works in sales, right? You're going out, you meet people that work for this business, that business, talking to them, what solutions do you need for your business? Exchange information and follow up.
So I don't know if you heard my question. So you said the card closes business. So I tap my card on your phone. They're going to get my contact information. The AI agent is working in the background and closing sales for me. Is that what you're saying?
It's in the automated follow-up email for you.
So it's in the automatic emails. Okay.
Mhm.
But this is pretty cool. This is pretty neat. I want you to tell people how they can get their own.
Mhm.
So how do they get one?
BabaCards.com. BabaCards is also the Instagram, TikTok, everything right there.
And spell it for everybody because I said it wrong and maybe somebody else might.
Okay. BAPPACARDS.
See, I would have got that wrong. That's it.
No worries.
So click on.
BAPPACARDS.com.
BabaCards.com.
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on. And you'll be here a while. You're one of the sponsors.
Yes.
So again, I want to thank you also for being a co-sponsor of this event and bringing us here and being here connected with Aisha. So again, thank you very much. Continue to do what you're doing. And can I get this back to you or you said I can I don't know. I might need to have some stuff closing sales for you.
Great to meet you.
Same here. All right. So if you're watching this at home, live on the Apple Card, go get that card that was on it. It's pretty cool feature. And again, for someone who doesn't love networking, whatever, it's always good to have a tool that you can easily network and that you can actually have to follow. Because in business, it's not always about meeting someone, it's about that follow-up. The follow-up is super, super important. And usually doing that within 24, 48 hours of meeting someone, even if it's through the weekend. I think that's a really good point. And that's the important part. And again, just get out there, meet people. You guys go out there and get yourself on this. I want to just say, if you just tuned in, my name is Max Fortune, host of the Mind Your Business podcast, and we're here in Atlanta at the WE CONNECT networking event, and we're broadcasting live for this event, and doing something for the first time. I've not been doing this for a while, and so anyway, here we are doing it. It's always good meeting new business owners, talking to people, and again, getting the networking out, the networking going. So that's what we're doing. And again, also, if you're out there in the audience and you can actually call it if you like, that phone number, I'll give it to you again, is 877-777-0671. You can actually call in if you have a question about business credit, or connecting about business strategies. Or if you just want to share your business, again, they can hear you, be able to hear you on the podcast. And we would love to have you call in and talk to you about your business. Also, if you are watching live, you can put your business name in the comments and show some people some notes. And make sure you like, subscribe, and follow this channel, Mind Your Business Expert. And excuse me. Always remember that business credit helps your funding, and this is also sponsored by Get This Credit. So I want to make sure that you're getting information about that. So we do like to have a live call spotlight, so make sure you're calling in and telling the audience your name, your city, your business name, and who you help. Again, super, super important. Also, in one sentence, if you can, tell us what's the problem that you solve and what results do people get when they do business with you. So, now, as we're waiting for our next guest to come on, I'll let you to ask yourself my question for you. So, if you had access to more capital right now, and if you had more capital than you have right now, what would you do with it in the next 30 days to grow your business? So, I want to you tell people where to find you online. What would you do? So anyway, we are waiting for the next person to come on. I do want to talk about while we're waiting for next person. With the Hilton's cards, business credit and business credit is one of the companies that can. A lot of people do want funding, like one of the last steps of the year. They don't think know where to start. They don't have a roadmap. There's a lot of bad information out there. So I want to make sure that you get the right information. And one of the ways to get the right information is visiting getbiz.credit. Getbiz.credit. And that's actually the whole purpose behind GetBiz Credit. I mean, it's set up as a GPS roadmap. And you actually can follow steps in the milestones and you know what to do next. So that's, if we make it that simple for you to follow the steps, like again, you don't get any negative information, any bad information, you just get information that you can use. So it takes out a lot of the guesswork and it really turns into a step-by-step journey. And so what I want you to do is, if you have a moment right now, go to getbiz.credit. Again, you can go out there, you can create a free account for watching this podcast. There's a really quick business credit assessment. So if you want to kind of know how much funding you can get access to, how long it takes you to get access to that funding, you can actually go on there. It takes less than 1 minute to actually find out how credit readiness you are. So at the very least, just go do that. Log on to that website and find out how ready you are for credit. So again, take the business credit, go to getbiz.credit, and then follow the phase-by-phase roadmap, and you'll be building business credit in no time. So if you are serious about growing, type ready in the comments, and let us know that you're ready to start building your business credit. We're doing a quick sponsor appreciation moment because we don't take support for granted. And again, we want to shout out to Aisha Baker of The Amazing Events. She's our event sponsor for today. Obviously, I was talking about GetBiz Credit, the title sponsor, which are helping entrepreneurs build real ability. And then the drink sponsor is Red Hazel, which is keeping the room just right here. Right? I have not had any, not yet anyway, but I would have something to do there. So, if you appreciate our sponsors, you can also drop a link in the comments for that as well. So, watch this. So here's the high level truth about business credit, and it's one of the things that most people fail because they really just skip the foundation piece. They want the credit card before the credibility, and so it's really important. The real business credit journey actually moves in plans. Foundation first, then present, then the trend lines, then some of the stronger tiers. If you do it in that order, you build momentum. You do it out of order, you waste time, you collect denies. That's why the system matters, because it keeps you from freelancing your way through fundability. All right. So while we're getting to the best, getting the next business owner, right? We sit up. Sorry. We're putting in the chat live, right?
Matt,
Yes.
I'm well, thank you.
And you, what's your name?
I'm Ezel Watson III.
Ezel Watson III.
Yep.
Yes. So there's a first and a second.
Say again?
So there's a first and a second.
First and a second, and then there's me.
Okay.
The first has transitioned on to the higher authorities, and my father's rather ill right now. But I'm so grateful to be here, Matt. It's just I'm super grateful, brother.
Awesome, man.
Gratitude is the word of the day.
What you do?
By trade, I am a director of justice programs for the Oregon Public Utility Commission.
You said Oregon?
Oregon Public Utility Commission. Think like are you familiar with the Georgia Public Service Commission?
Yes.
I am a director for Oregon's version of that, the Oregon State Authority on Utility Regulation. And I'm the director of justice programs there. Also, I have a juicy company called Mighty Crest. Right now, we're only local to Portland, Oregon. It's just too costly to try to ship fresh pressed juice. I have two signature juices, the Cutie and Pink Matter. And then the third, I have Pink Cuties Matter. The Cutie is made out of mandarins. They're also known more affectionately as cuties. Pink grapefruit, which is Pink Matter. I love Frank Ocean. And so, and then Pink Cuties Matter is just my little creativity flowing through.
Okay.
I also am a consultant and advocate. I'm an activist. Okay. And I'm also a wellness purveyor.
Wow. Wow. So that's a lot. I want to unpack these things one at a time. So let's talk about you said it's the juicing. What's the name of the juice brand again?
Mighty Pressed.
Mighty Pressed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how'd you come up with the name?
Well, I'm a roller skater. Okay. Shout out to Cascade and Joy with your skate-a-thons. Okay. Here in Atlanta. But I'm a roller skater, and my roller skater name is Mitochondria. Like a mitochondria, the powerhouse of a cell. Also stores the oldest DNA. Mitochondrial DNA is the oldest DNA that is known on Earth right now.
Okay. Drops of science. Okay.
Okay. And so I like the idea of mighty. So I started my juicing, which is only about a year and a half old right now. And I said it's mighty pressed because it's all pressed by my hands. I just have started to employ others. Actually, the young lady actually contacted me today and said, "Hey, did you have juice for me to press?" I said, "Hey, right now I am transitioning my sister, and so we'll have to get back." It's been a really tough day. I'm really grateful to be here, and I really need this.
I'm glad that you came in. I'm glad that you came in. And honestly, like I said, with everything that you just mentioned that you've got going on, and I know just right around the corner from Portland. So
yeah, just right around the corner. Just just a short flight. Delta will get you here directly. But juicing is very important to me. Like so, in our community, especially, I guess what you would call African descendants of slavery, or those of us that are from the diaspora. I can guarantee you, Max, that someone that's impacted by a disease caused by sugar, or a disease caused by sugar, or the non-regulation of it. So many of us are type 2 diabetic, and so many of us come down with Alzheimer's and dementia, and health and wellness and drinking too much sugar is just so common in our community. So one of the ways in which we can combat that is you can get the same flavor and a better brand of sugar, better version of sugar, if you drink natural pressed juices. Okay? And then my grandmother, rest her soul, Fanning Watson, one of the founders of one of the oldest advertising companies and agencies, Black owned in Birmingham, Alabama. If the name escapes me at the moment, I've had so much on my mind today. But she always had a mantra that she said, everything tastes better when you put love in it. And so
love, not sugar, but love.
Right. And a lot of us love that sugar, but I love to juice. Okay. And I love to help people be well. So I'm very excited about that. My wellness journey and my wellness organization is called Black Healing and Progress, or the acronym for short, BHIP. Okay. And it is set up to address healing with a 4-pronged approach: spiritual healing, financial healing, emotional healing, and physical healing. And so that we can talk more about it if you like, but I feel like I am dominating the dialogue right now, so I'd like to take a pause.
So hey, listen, I'm on here all the time, or I talk all the time. So I always love hearing about what other entrepreneurs are doing. So it's really not about me right now; it's about you and what you do. So one, I want to ask you, what brought you to Portland? I mean, from Portland to here to Atlanta, and honestly, we have a satellite in Portland. So that's why it's ironic that you're talking about Portland of all places,
Portland, Oregon, yes. Well,
so what brought you to Atlanta?
What brought me to Atlanta? My family. I have my father and his former wife. She's his widow, rather. um, have lived in Atlanta or north of for the last so, 25 years or so. They moved to 1998. Yes, they moved it on. I graduated high school. How can I forget? We were in Richmond, Virginia, and my father moved here. My career journey took me to Portland, Oregon, and so, but I've always maintained roots here. And both my sister passed away on May 7th, was memorialized today in Cartersville, Georgia. So that's maybe what the most immediate need here. My father was unable to attend the funeral. He is that sick from complications of sugar.
So that's why you're so passionate about sugar, and that's
This is
where
why
the
I'm so
business came from.
passionate
Yeah.
about it.
So, wow. So when did you start the business? You said about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, let's see. This is 2026. I started at about, it was around Valentine's Day of 2025.
Okay. All right.
Right?
So
It was
now-
unseasonably warm in Portland for some reason, and I like juice. I like juice all year round, right?
well, what's important about what you're saying to me is it's very important about if you're going to start a business, doing something that you love. And you're talking about putting love in it, and so doing something that you enjoy, so it's not as laborious. So I think that's super important to, if you're out there thinking about getting into business, do something that you like, do something you enjoy. It's a lot of work, so you want to make sure that you're doing something you love.
Yes,
And it sounds like you are doing something that you love.
very much something that I love.
So even though you're saying that you don't ship right now to
No,
other
not
places,
yet.
just in Portland.
Not yet.
So if someone in Portland, like I said, we do have a satellite in Portland. So if someone in Portland wants to reach out to you or find out and get your Mighty Press juice, how do
I
they go
think the
about it?
best way to reach me right now would be for them to reach out to me via Instagram at Northwest Skaters United. They could also reach out to me via email, which is my name, ezel.watson@gmail.com. You could also find me at all of the local pop-ups, first Thursday, last Thursday, the Mississippi Street Fair. I live in downtown Portland, so I'll frequently, it's just so fun for me. It's a passion. So sometimes I'll have an old-fashioned juice stand right outside of my condos, Cadence. Okay. That's there's a rhythm to life, right? So some days I feel it because I work from home so much, and right now I've been having to take time for myself. So I intermittently have been taking time away from work, and one of the things that brings me peace is pressing some juice with the old fashioned. I'm not talking about the electric. I'm here cut it. Now when I'm doing something a little bit more exotic, like I have new juice brand or line. We call it the AG, right? I really call it the Rayfield, right? The Rayfield. Our Attorney General's name is Dan Rayfield. Okay, and I work, somewhat closely with him. We have a lot of Department of Justice representatives in our agency, the Utility Commission, and so as an offering, I'm also the agency's tribal liaison. So at one of the one of the events that we're centering our tribes, I wanted to offer a gift to each of the 9 federally recognized tribes. So I debuted a new juice called the AG or the Rayfield, and that's apple ginger. Since the Attorney General is an AG and apple ginger, I just thought I'd call this the Rayfield because he was doing a lot of great things in our state, standing up to some of the policies that our current administration were enacting that were harmful, not only to us, but to our tribal families, our sovereign nations. So I offered that. That's one that's been hot. That's been wildly hot. Now I don't press that one. I don't press that one by hand all the time. I do have one of those Apple presses. So anyway.
Sounds like hold on one second. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm gonna just have a swig while we. Oh, let me call her for you real quick. She's my publicist. It's Miss Garden. I'll call her. And forgive me if this disrupts the mic a bit.
Well, Don't do it right now.
Oh, said don't do it right now.
No.
Well, can we talk a little bit about Black Healing in Progress or Birmingham Healing in Progress?
What is it?
BHIP, my wellness business.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, and this is. I hope that this can spread because I'm really looking for sponsorships here. What I'm looking for, if I'm honest, I'm looking for $1 million. Okay, I'm looking for $1 million, but I can start off with 100,000. Right? I want to take 20 families. Right? I want to take 20 families and invest 50,000 in each family. Right? That 50,000 is going to be spent for your spiritual wellness, your emotional, mental health, your financial health, and your physical. So you're going to get training, therapy, and you choose whatever type of faith. But I know that that's a part, and we need that. Okay, and then the financial, you're going to get a financial advice as you complete certain portions. This is a year-long journey. As you go through your physical healing, your mental, emotional, your spiritual healing, there's a financial healing component that's either going to repair your credit by getting things off of your credit that are causing you to not be able to own property, because to own a property or to own a business is the only way to survive this capitalistic economy. It's not the only way, but most of us aren't going to be fortunate enough to land a great government job with the level of benefits and the type of retirement that is guaranteed. Okay? So those of us who already have decent credit, we're going to have a financial advisor that's going to help you with an investment portfolio.
Okay.
And so $1 million is not a lot of money to ask for these days.
No.
Okay? Hey, feel night. If you're out there, brother, come on. D'Artagnan, Lucario from 1803 V Fund. Come on. You know you have it. Take a chance on me. Please. This is going to change this will change the entire city.
You still sound very passionate about what you're doing. And so, so I want to continue to really do it. I'm going to keep rolling the show.
Sure.
Do we have your contact information?
Yes, I registered here. So, yes.
So I said, in the system, you go ahead and expect that.
It's been a pleasure and a privilege, Steve. And I know that you're a man of a certain class because I see the Movado on your wrist there, brother.
Yes, sir.
I didn't mean to call you out like that. Sorry, right now. And further, Steve, I want you to reach out. Let's make sure we stay connected. I can connect you in Portland. Okay. I'm sure you're already connected.
We'll definitely reach out. Like so, we have satellite there.
Yes.
We're doing some great things with Kimpton's credit.
Yep.
Where we're actually doing an initiative for business owners getting them access to funding. So
maybe there's a way for BHIP to partner with to get bids.
Hey, look us up.
We'll do it. I can go ahead and.
I'm sure you got that.
It's clean, ain't it?
Yeah.
Taylor by Robert Hill, Custom Taylor.
Just signed up. I even see some. John Michael. Nice to meet you. This is John. All right. So, John, tell it what you told me, but I want you to tell our guests first. Right. So, just know we're doing live networking. Okay. So tell everybody who you are, what you do. Okay. Let's talk about your business.
Do I need to speak closer to the mic?
I think they're picking you up.
Okay. Okay.
So we're just having a conversation. Two guys on the couch in the chair.
Yeah.
So talk about your business. So let's go.
Yeah. So I just moved to Atlanta about a month ago. And so I am the owner and operator of a business consulting firm. I do like fractional business services for small, medium-sized businesses. So I have my background is in operations. That's my undergraduate degree. And then I just got my master's in accounting. And so I try to provide small business owners with resources to help them kind of create like a holistic view of their business and really develop systems that help them optimize kind of their operations and then integrate the accounting and the financial dimension in a way that, because a lot of business owners really struggle with visibility and then like financial literacy and certain things. And so I try to bring my expertise to the small business world and make it accessible to people who are really trying to focus on their craft. So I try to give them the tools and help kind of impart my knowledge to make it so that their business operates more like seamlessly, bringing in all the different dimensions and elements that they have to be mindful of as a business owner.
And so, tell us, give us the name of the business again.
So the name of my business is Wilmington Standard, and it's called Wilmington Standard because Wilmington is the name of the street that I grew up on.
Okay.
And yeah, my dad, he was a business owner as well, and he had really high kind of standards for quality, and so I just kind of grew up with that emphasis. I'm like, if you're going to do something, you got to do it the right way. And so my dad, he was a carpenter by trade, and he owned his own like contracting business. And so there's a common kind of term in that world, which is measure twice, cut once.
Yes,
and so that's philosophy that I really try to apply in my business as well.
So how can people find out about your business?
Yeah, so I just started my website, so I'm active on LinkedIn. I also have an Instagram page. It's brand new, so I don't have a ton of content on there, but I also did just create my own website. So it's called Wilmington Standard ATLBiz.com. And so
just wait one more time.
So it's Wilmington Standard ATLBiz.com. And the way that I have it set up is there's like a business health scorecard. There's just a few different questions, some sections just to help me get an idea of where business owners are at and where I can kind of step in and offer some assistance. And so I just ask that people answer some questions really quick. It's just scaling, it's a scale of 1 to 5. We just score, for the different sections, and then I get a total score, and then I can get a better idea of how I can help business owners.
So, John, I want you to give a better, more descriptive, like kind of drill down. So how can someone, or like give us a specific example of what type of service? Okay. It's kind of broad. So let's go a little deeper and find out, like if somebody's listening to this podcast, like what specifically can they?
Right. So the first thing that comes to mind. So I was just working with an event design company, and what I helped them with was really drill down on how to clean up their chart of accounts so that they're entering things in their QuickBooks account the right way, so that they can plan their quarterly tax schedule, and so they can make sure that they know kind of what their cost structure looks like, how to optimize different revenue streams. And so with that client, the thing that I really helped them with was identifying their major cost drivers. So I guess the most simple way to put it is I really help with like managerial and like cost accounting. So I help people identify like where are certain bottlenecks and what are certain cost drivers that you could really try to minimize how much like cash bleed you have every month. And then obviously, the profit equation is revenue minus cost equals profit. So if you minimize those costs, you can maximize your profit.
So basically help people maximize their profit.
Exactly.
Analyzing their costs.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Exactly.
And
yeah.
So analyzing areas where they can save or reduce funds.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find a way to say where people can connect right to and see kind of exactly how that service is the convenience. So again, there's that WIFM. I don't know if you heard of that acronym WIFM. That's like what's in it for me. So that viewer, I want you to be able to deliver what's in it for me. Somebody's listening. So, and I think we just kind of did that. So
right. So I guess the most concise way that I can say it is I like to provide people with greater visibility on their business operations, and then really quantify how those business operations translate into, are you maximizing your revenues? Are you minimizing your costs? Because it's that wedge, you know what I mean? You want to have the biggest revenue and the smallest cost. And so I drill down into their monthly operations and help them identify areas where they can minimize the costs, maximize the revenues, and doing that by making minor operational tweaks to how they conduct their business. So yeah, coming up with different processes, looking at it as like a whole system and identifying ways that they can optimize that system.
Something you said earlier at the top of the interview was most business owners are super busy and they need someone, sometimes having an extra pair of eyes looking at things that you're not really looking at because, like I said, you're in your business, you're operating it, and you're not really paying attention to some of those other things that could really make a difference.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, listen, I commend you. How long have you been doing Wilmington Standard?
So I was the operations manager at a CPA firm while I was getting my master's degree, and I decided to step away from that role while I was finishing my degree, and I started working with clients back in like 2024 while I was still getting my degree. So I've been doing this work for about 2 years now, just working with small business owners. And yeah, like I said, just kind of trying, like exactly what you said, actually, just letting them focus on what their craft is and really trying to apply my knowledge and my skill set so that they don't have to worry about some of the more technical business aspects.
Awesome. So, listen, John, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course, yeah.
Guys, if you're listening, watching the show, reach out to John, Wilmington Standard. Again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you. Yeah, have a good one.
See you around the week. It'd be great to get your information also. Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, like I said, if you're at home and you're or wherever you are and you're interested in doing business services as a business owner, again, a lot of times it is very difficult to just focus on some things or everything. And so as business owners, we're super important. So it's always good to have someone be able to view or look at things for yourself. We have another guest here, and your name is
Marjorie. Marjorie.
Marjorie. Marjorie, what's your last name?
My last name is Ambers. Marjorie Ambers.
Marjorie Andrews. Okay. That's Fortune. How are you? Pleased to meet you, Marjorie. And what is it that you do?
I'm actually an actress. I'm a model. I'm an author. I'm a 3.5-year breast cancer survivor. Been on the podcast as well as radio stations to just speak on just breast cancer awareness and also being a survivor that I am. And I'm proud to be.
Well, glad that you're here. Glad that you survived breast cancer. It's a serious thing. And so what's your business?
My business actually right now is just advocating on basically just the breast cancer itself, just also cancer awareness and also making sure people are aware to take care of your health. Definitely mammogram checkups. And also never at all forget the fact that you have to, eat properly, drink enough water, exercise daily, and just love you.
Super important things. And just kind of, I guess, having some kind of health routine or some kind of way of just having some way decompress where you unplug from everything or plug in. So I commend you for that. So again, you're saying we don't have like an official kind of business, but you just disseminate information, like wellness information or things that people could do.
Yeah.
Is there a way people can kind of connect if someone maybe has a question for you or question about some of the stuff that you do? How do you reach out to people? How do people reach out to you?
They can actually call me. My email address is mfa2470@gmail.com. This email. My name is Marjorie Patricia Ambers. Real and success driven on Instagram, Facebook. My name, as well as Facebook and Instagram, and as well as TikTok, and also if you look on Twitter, I'm on there as well. So you can't miss me. My name is there as well. And basically, just always when people advocate the fact that the book I wrote about was an affirmation on the speaking. I did my birthday month just to speak on this, that particular positive affirmations of just no matter what you go through. I lost my mom for colon cancer at 56. I am 56. My twin father and me both before the cancer together. We lost the battle. So cancer's become very important to me. And to my dear churchmen, I make sure I definitely stress them the fact to take care of yourself because you never know. I never knew I had it. So I just want to advocate that fact that you have to definitely take care of yourself.
You said this the book that you have. You said you're author of the book. Is that what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Right. And you gotta forgive me because there's a lot of noise here, and then
Oh, you're fine.
I people see you. So what's the name of the book?
It's actually affirmation. An affirmation for every month, and I chose my birthday. And it's much of all that you all get together. I mean, it's a positive information of just basically something we want to provide and share and show people that just some good information. I wish I had the book with me. I just would have brought it.
You didn't bring one with you?
I didn't bring it with me. I didn't have somebody else to interview, so but it's just,
So you're local to Atlanta also?
I am. Definitely. I mean, actually, we're next to Tom Perry Studios, so I'm like so really close,
Okay, we'll go together, sir.
I live on next to Tom Perry Studios, so I'm definitely right here in heart of Atlanta, and I pretty much enjoy and love the Phoenix Asking so much, and I'm happy that you're proud of them invited here, and I just try my best to just, no matter what, spread just good positive lines on health awareness.
So let's hear about this event today.
This event, I was actually brought on by Asgard, me, and I won.
What was it again? Sorry.
Phoenix Asgard, she invited me, and I'm happy to invite me because I want to know more about what's going on with this event. Working together, networking with other people that's actually in business that's going on, and also just a sense of just making sure that I'm keeping myself get just knowledgeable about the things going on. Yeah. And I met some good people today. It's amazing.
Definitely good. So, good night event starting to it's still here and get some more people here, which is always great. I wanted to thank you for coming on and telling us about your business and what you do, or really kind of what you do in the book, and really more what you do. What's important to you, what you care about. And so I commend you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So then you continue to just kind of network and connect with people, and you just never know where your next opportunity is.
That's true. And I have my other book coming out soon too. So and be more so myself this time, not others, but just to kind of share my own personal story again. And yet, thank God for just still get going and embracing the fact that I'm just surviving cancer free. Yeah.
So thank you. Love to talk to you again to this podcast generally every Thursday. And so once you get that second book out, definitely look me up and maybe try to get you on and talk about that book.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day too. Bye.
Greetings, all is well. All is well.
Howard, what's your name?
My name is Holistic Steve.
Holistic Steve.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I do all natural herbs for health and wellness. Teach people how to eat according to their blood type, fasting program, things of that nature. Mm-hmm.
So, and you have a business also?
Yeah, it's in the making.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just like kind of, I guess you can say street hustling, but I have a business that I call Hills on Wheels.
What's it called?
Hills on Wheels.
Hills on Wheels.
Okay. I deliver all natural products to people. I bring the herbs to your curb. That's the type of situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hills on Wheels and herbs to the curb.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you going to turn that into something that's more official?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm doing the marketing and branding part. the name of my company is going to be Simple Health Solutions, like SOUL Solutions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just need a little bit of guidance. You know what I'm saying? But I have some people in my corner that really want to see me succeed. So
You can look me up after the show or connect with me before we leave. But at some point, you're going to need some business credit. So it's always the business credits. You tell people all the time is you don't start trying to get it when you need it. It's best to start working on it before you actually need it, because by the time you need it, it's too late to start working on it, because it does take some time to build it up. So it's something to think about as you're building. I haven't actually the funny think about if you have $50,000 to $100,000, what that could do for inventory and marketing and things like that, right? So
yeah, I used to have a little storefront for like 2 years in College Park, Georgia, and I used to throw healing parties every month. So a lot of people in the community know me, you know, in that area particularly.
Well, one of the things that I was talking to one of the other guests that came up for you, it's important to, instead of doing something that you enjoy doing, it's always good to turn that into business opportunity. So it sounds like you're doing that. I commend you for doing that. I think there's importance to getting out there and doing something that you enjoy doing, but also if you're doing something positive and sharing information with people, and you're trying to help people with wellness. People need wellness things. There's a lot of stuff. Actually, somebody just sat on the couch to talk about some of the health issues that are in sugar and things like that. So it's a need out there for people to eat healthy, but then you can get directed to what to do and how to do it. Because your body's healthy, your mind's healthy, you can be wealthy. Because see, I just didn't get that earlier.
Oh yeah, your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. You got to invest in yourself. Excellent.
So, yeah. All right. Well, listen. I would love to. You still love this information. I'd love to connect back with you. I also want to say, I sit down with business owners all the time. I've been doing this for 30 years. So I love talking with people who want to hash through their ideas and kind of work through business ideas. And so if you want somebody who's kind of talk to you, I don't do a lot of talking about that, but have a good 20, 30-minute conversation would be able to really just help wherever. If you feel stuck in some place, if you're feeling like, hey, I just need to know what about this, that, the other, I'd love to have the chat with you and we can kind of work through some of that.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Most definitely.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah, definitely. Okay, and
Again, one of my flyers.
tell people again how they can find you.
Holistic Steve, you can find me on IG at Holistic Steve, HOLISTIC STEVE. And this right here, the flyer, I work for this water company. It's called Lithia Water. The whole city of Lithia Springs is named after this water. It's an actual spring. The word Lithia is short for lithium. Lithium keeps the brain from deteriorating, so it's good for Alzheimer's, dementia, bipolar, schizophrenia. They give it to soldiers for PTSD. It also slows down the aging process by protecting the end caps of your DNA, which are called telomeres. You know what I'm saying?
Is this how do people get access to that?
You can contact me, DM me, call me. I ship, I deliver within Georgia, within Atlanta. I have practically herbs for everything. This is my primary herb. This is called Haritaki fruit.
What is it?
Haritaki. Haritaki is the king of all the herbs. Haritaki, in most countries, they nickname it the cure-all.
It's the cure.
That's what they call it.
Okay.
It's fearless against all disease.
Okay.
Pull out old meat been in your stomach 10, 15, 20 years, kill the parasites, put your immune system back in order. It also puts 300% oxygen into the blood and into the brain, which is insane. And it boosts any herb that you take, and it helps you to synthesize your nutrients and as well as elimination of waste.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So people can get that from you?
Correct.
By contacting you through their socials or visiting you here.
Yep. My website is in the making. It'll be up soon. So yeah, definitely.
So congratulations. And like I said, my whole
gratitude. Peace and abundance, Stephen.
All right. I hope you guys at home are tuning in and get some information from some of these guys. I always find it enjoyable to find to talk to people about the business or what their business is. And hello.
Hello. I'm Dr. Miriam.
Miriam?
Yes.
Miriam, hi. How are you and what do you do?
Doing well, thank you. I am a visibility and AI consultant. I am the founder of True Self Magazine and True Self Media, author, international speaker.
So let's talk about, let's unpack some of those. So when did you get started and what did you start off with?
Well, when I first started my entrepreneurship, I started as a broker as for insurance. This is my main bread and butter. We own a financial institution with about 3 locations, one in Sherman Talker and 2 in Florida. So as real processing a life, you discover your true love. And my true love is entertainment and growth and also speaking. I love to speak.
Okay. So you were saying that, so entertainment, you said you got to entertainment and you find that you like entertainment author. You said you're author of a book, did I hear?
Yes, I am the author of the best-selling book, Girl Just Show Up.
Don't just show up.
Girl Just Show Up. It is about, a lot of times we call ourselves showing up. Well, just because you're in a room does not mean that you are showing up. It's about being present. And so, girl, just show up and don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Because you just never know the opportunities you're passing by.
And here you are doing the same thing. You're just showing up. You're just coming in, sitting on the podcast,
That's right.
showing up. And
Showing up.
you never know who's going to watch this.
Exactly.
Going to say, hey, I'm going to connect. And we never know as a business owner where our next opportunity is,
Exactly.
where it's going to come from. And so, networking events are always great. The interesting thing about this venue itself is the WE CONNECT is that it generally is an opportunity to kind of connect with everybody in the room. And so not every networking event is kind of like that. So that's always great. You can just kind of go and connect. And sometimes you can meet 5 really great people. So if you go to 1,000 people and maybe meet 10 and not really be able to connect with them, So how do people find your book?
Well, my book can be found on Amazon.com, and I can be followed on IG, TikTok, and Facebook under True Self Magazine. I can also be reached on YouTube under I am Miriam Sinevert. Okay. For me, the best thing about being present also, I just had a conference 2 days, right, over the weekend. I just had a conference, my very first conference called Girl Just Show Up.
Okay, congratulations.
So undeniable. Because again, showing up is not just seeing a pretty face. Showing up is also taking action. Action to who it is that you want to become.
Yes.
Because, and what I teach my clients, my women clients, is that your story is somebody else's story. So do not be afraid to be vulnerable, to share your stories. Let us know what you're going through because you're not alone. Stop being afraid of thinking you are the only one who's going through it and that you are ashamed of what it is that you're going through. You're not alone. So in order to be ashamed of that,
You know what was important about that statement you just made? I think when people do feel isolated or feel like they're only alone, then you feel more, I guess, victimized by the situation. But my take on anything that does happen, we all have challenges in life. And my take on the challenges in life, we don't always get to choose our lives, but sometimes our lives choose us. You know what I mean? Even our traumas or our challenges, actually, I think, choose us as well. And I think they choose you in a way where the things we go through, we're able to get through so that we can actually help someone else do the same thing.
of course.
Because otherwise, you wouldn't be going. I think I believe in higher power, believe in God, and I don't believe God is a cruel God, and He's not going to put you through stuff that's going to destroy you.
We go through a journey in a different season. So we all have our season that we're going to go through a journey. Some journeys are going to be great. Some journeys are going to be shakable. Some journeys are going to be but no matter what type of journey you're going through, it's just temporary. Like you said, the higher power, He doesn't give you anything you cannot handle. Even when it feels heavy, even when it feels like you want to end it, don't. It's just for this moment, for this moment. And for everyone who do believe in God, talk to Him. I'm not saying pray. Talk to Him. See, a lot of people thinking they need to get down on their knees to pray in order to have a conversation with God. No, you can have a conversation with Him just like you and I are having a conversation. He hears our heart. He hears our prayer, our request. So why not just give it to Him and say, you know what? You got this, God. I don't have it.
That's the way to go. Like I said, I think the empowering part of whatever kind of journey is, because there's no one who doesn't go through things, and we all go through stuff. But if we understand the word why, or the power of the word why, it's when you understand why you go through something, it takes a little bit of the sting out. You know, everything is there to help you, to build you. The last thing I'll leave, even for the viewers who are watching this, I think in the situation is that it's super important to get through, or to focus on the things that you're through. And there's a reason why you're going through everything. Once you understand the why, you can overcome, I believe, anything. And also, a lot of times our journey is not about us. It's really about who we're supposed to touch with what we're going.
Yes.
So,
I always say this. I don't need to touch 100 people. I just need to touch one person. Because a lot of times that's why many of us don't show up for what it is that we truly should be showing up for, because we're worrying about touching everybody. We're not supposed to be changing everybody's lives. We're not God. God does that. But our purpose is to change one person's life. So if you change one person's life, the work is done. The work is done. Because that one person's life that you change is going to tell the right person for you. That's going to come to you. We got to stop worrying about chasing everybody and want everybody to notice us. Just get that one person that you can solve the problems, that they can relate to you, because everything's about relatability, I should say. Is, can you relate to me? Can you relate to my story? My story is your story. So if you understand my story, you know my story is your story. Guess what's going to happen?
I agree with you 100%. So I want you to share with people one more time, because wrap up, and how people get in contact with you, or get in contact with you, or how can they reach out?
You give out my personal number. I make it so much easier. I don't have a problem. The whole world can follow me. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Okay. So the number I can be reached is 404-368-1249. 404-368-1249.
So when people call you on that number, they're going to be looking.
They're going to get me. They're going to get Miriam. And they can ask me any questions they want. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd love to make sure we get connected also.
Yes.
Not here, but yes, you can reach me at my business expert. So make sure you do that. Yes, I'll be hello, hello. How are you again? All right. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell people your name, what you do, where you're from. Yeah.
My name is Dr. Shanique Metellus. I have a company called Royal Palm Filling Solutions. I do medical billing and coding, as well as human resources consultant. I'm originally from Haiti, the Caribbean. So it is my honor and privilege to be on with you today.
Happy about this event today?
From Dr. Miriam's, I think, publicist, Miss Phoenix.
Awesome. You and I met also a couple of weeks ago. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you could be here. To watch this event here in Atlanta. And so, how can people find you? How can people reach you?
You can reach me at 678-704-9503, and that's 678-704-9503, or at admin
at royalpalmbillingssolutions.com or on my website, royalpalmbillingssolutions.com.
And so let's talk about some of the solutions that you offer for business owners. So share that with us.
So one of my top things right now that I didn't know I would be really in love with now is human resources consulting.
Okay.
Our minority businesses, they don't structure like our counterparts. They start a business, hire the employees, and then navigate. Because when they go to college to be a doctor, to be a behavior analysis, to be a counselor, psychologist, they don't teach you human resources. They teach you about the medical, right? And so now a lot of them start to develop a pattern where they notice that they need outside assistance. And so that's where I come in. I can come in and be the bad guy and make them smile, and you have to stress. I can let somebody go for you. I make sure that I document that so that prevents that person from coming back with unemployment. I'm just there as a person to be the middle person, but you don't have to worry about it. Worry about your passion. Worry about the clients. Worry about the patients. And then let someone else do the hiring, onboarding, performance reviews, making recommendations for increases, and probably some leadership roles. And sometimes it's just not working. And you're wasting money on someone that really doesn't love what they're doing. So I'm another set of eyes that come in and do human resource consulting. I have clients in Florida and here in Georgia. And what I do for my clients in Florida, we meet virtually for 2 months, and in the third month, I go in person. So they have that connection with me, and I go in and they get to sit and talk, and I do monthly intakes with them, just checking in to see how they're doing and see how they feel about the company. Because sometimes as owners, we get overwhelmed and we forget that the people that are helping us stay in business, we don't pour into them. So I remind the providers, because most of my clients are providers, remind them to pour a little bit into your staff, because without them, doors would possibly not be open right now.
And that's a very, very great point. And I think it's very good that you actually offer those kind of services. And anything for business owners, again, there's so many hats we're wearing, so many things that we're doing, and it's hard to be good at all of it. But your staff is super important.
Yeah.
It's really, especially if you're at a point where you do need to train, obviously, or find the right person. That's super, super important. It's not always easy. And a lot of times it could be what you're putting out, how you're onboarding people, and all this other things that it sounds like you help people with.
Yeah, but I have a client right now, and she needs somebody right now. She really does. But I don't want to give you a right now person, because the time that the clients, the patients get used to them, and then now we'll transition them out. So I want to make sure that someone does have a passion. Especially if my daughter has autism. So I work with the community of mental health and behavioral health. I'll make sure that I'm getting you quality providers, because these children get addicted and get close to these people. And it's hard for you now to say, oh, now you're going to work with so-and-so. The kids are like, did I do something wrong? Like, why is it, Dr. Shanique not there or Dr. Miriam's not there? Because they get used and they grow up on. Most of these kids spend most of their time with the ABA specialist than they do at home. Transition to the center, being there from 8 to 5, and then traveling home, and then they go to sleep. So they spend most of their time in the center. So there should be reputable and credible employees to work with them. So I really do make sure I have a passion, make sure I'm hiring the right people that have a passion for what they say they want to do.
That's super, super important. That's a theme that's I always enjoy talking to business owners, because I just can see how you kind of light up when we talk about what you do or whatever. And I think it's important to be able to do what you love, do what you enjoy, share that. And so it sounds like you're doing that. And I just wish you all the best, that you continue to do what you're doing. Go into networking events, meet people, talk to people, grow that business.
Last month, maybe 2 years, leaving a job I probably should have left 4 years before I left.
Wow.
And that 9 to 5 and that security of that paycheck every 2 weeks. And then my husband and my friends like, you can do this, but I was afraid. And it just took a phone call, because I didn't answer an email within a certain amount of time. I'm like, I'm dealing with breast cancer. I'm at the tail end of it. And you could care about me as a person. You want that worker bee. And I was like, you know what? Life is too short. And I said, I'm done. She was like, what does that mean? You're quitting? I said, no. take it for whatever you is. She called me the next day. I dropped off my things on Monday and I started my business the next day, that Monday. So this last
2 years.
2 years in business, 2 years for myself.
That's very brave, and that's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
That's not an easy thing to do.
It's not.
So I commend you for doing that. And the funny thing about business, sometimes when you're out there and you just completely jump in, and I'm not saying that's for everybody, but if you do that, a lot of times you can find it's that sink or swim type of thing. Sometimes we can.
But let me tell you this, the business was created a year before. I was so afraid. I stayed, like I said, I should have left 4 years before. The business was registered and everything, but I was afraid. And then I've just been blessed and fortunate that every client I have is referral, because I'm a person of integrity. And like I tell it how it is, and I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you because I want to save you money. And so if you're investing in me, there should be no waste of money. So it's either the building side or now my passive and human resources side. I just love just making sure getting right people, especially in this economy, finding people who are just out of school, eager to work and thinking like this big, beautiful world out there. We have realities, you know, you have to work some long hours to get to where you want. Because when you graduate college, it's not that easy. It took me 20 something years to do what I'm doing now. So a lot of kids, they're graduating from college and thinking, oh, the door is open. Not for everyone. So you have to work your way out like we did back in the day.
Well, like I said, I commend you for doing what you do. And may you continue to do that. You and I have to connect also, literally. So when all of this is wrapped up, I'd love to just kind of connect with you and
Thank you.
just kind of
Yeah, because I need that.
yes. So say that again.
Yeah.
Because it's great.
It's been a challenge and navigating it, and just like people promising false things. And so I've learned, but what I'm doing now is making sure I'm asking all the right questions. And so where before I didn't.
Yeah.
And so someone like you, like I went on your website and I read about you. And before I called, I did my little research, wanted to make sure. And so that's why I told you I walked by your car and I didn't see you. It's when I went back to the car to get something, I saw you. So I was like, it was meant to be. It wasn't just somebody approaching me. This is me approaching someone else. So I feel differently about it this time because being approached didn't work for me. So now I'm taking control and I'm speaking to somebody and I'm being vulnerable and I'm just going to be honest with you, tell you where I'm at and see if you can help me.
No, we can. And again, I just apologize for so many things going on.
Yeah.
Definitely want to talk to you tonight before we leave and just try to connect and figure out how we can help you get on the train. And just get things with business credit for the right.
Yeah.
Again, with your business, any business, it's super important to be able to have that financial backing or help. And it's not something that it's not an overnight thing. We don't tell people, hey, it happens overnight here.
But a lot of people, that's what they're saying. So that's what I appreciate about you. When I had that phone call, you said it's not going to happen overnight. So those other people present themselves as it. And then people who are like me, who are eager and who are, really wanting to get off, we fall prey to it. So I appreciate your honesty. Just saying it's not going to happen overnight.
And it's not because, we're not just doing this for some likes and some follows and a couple of dollars. We're really doing this to make impact. Kind of like what you were saying about your business, and it's kind of one of the things I'm passionate about is really making real impact with people, really doing things in an institutional way, giving people real help, real solutions. As you can see, we have textbook, workbook, an online platform. We call it the Business Credit GPS. It's literally a roadmap. There's phases that you go through, and you get through all 7. And next thing you know, you're qualifying for large amounts of grant. So we're definitely going to connect after and see you soon.
Thank you so much. Connect him.
Listen to my lady.
Thank you. Speak to you again.
All right. So lots of this. Probably not with service. This one that you can look at something. This book. I don't.
All right. Yes. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a long day, but I'm so glad that you're here. It's you to introduce yourself to people, tell people who you are, what you do. I can find out about this event.
Hello, everyone. My name is Phoenix Asgard, that's known as Connect with Phoenix. And what I'm most known for is being a publicist. But I provide business services, executive services, entertainment services, and media services. I found out about this event directly from you. So thank you so much for the invite. And, each one tell one. As you can see, I brought several people too. And I'm excited, for the Mind Your Business podcast as well as Get Biz Credit because, without the knowledge of the two companies, I would not have been here. So thank you.
Well, thank you. And we talked about the importance of that,
Yes.
how important it is for people and business owners. And I did want you to talk about, actually, no, I don't want you to talk about how people can find you because I really don't. And I'll tell people why, because we just started working together. So Phoenix is the public event. How long have you been doing this?
We've been in business 30 years.
30 years. So that's
Yes,
a long time.
it is.
Done a lot of things here, Atlanta and other places. So very seasoned as a publicist. And we talked.
Yes.
And I said, you know what? We could use services like yours, and just like Business Credit, we help you with that. But a lot of guests we're talking on the show as a business owner came through everything. And it's important to find people who are good at things that you need to help with, that you need. And that's how we connect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm really glad you're here.
Thank you.
I don't really want you to give out your number because I don't want anybody else to work with you but me.
Right. Sorry, y'all. I am exclusively contracted. I have signed on the dotted lines. But if we could dive into some of the concerns that people have, I think just from me doing consultant and business services, there's a lot of people that are even afraid to try to get business service due to lack of knowledge. So, I know you've been interviewing everyone, but if you can kind of reverse it a little bit, I think that'll be fun. Where, what do you tell people or if someone has a business and they've never tried to use their business credit, how can they reach you and how can they get started?
That's a great question. Great question. When was that?
That's what I'm
Make sure to take his earpiece out because
Sure.
and I'm hearing everything in here twice.
Right.
So, but yeah. So obviously, I can get biz.credit for the business credit, and you know what? You and I've talked about. My background is 30 years also in financial services. I've been Series 6 licensed, license, property and casualty license. I've had all the licenses. I did mortgages, real estate, but I've always retained some of the information from all these different businesses. And even through my journey of over 30 years, I've started countless amount of businesses. Some work didn't. But again, one of the common themes I was noticing for myself and also for the people that I work for, I work with rather, just important element that was missing, and that is access to funds. And really, money's not to be on the end all, but it does help you get things done. Marketing, and also product, services, or being able to offer space, something that differentiate.
Yeah, and in today's time, I'm gonna add on. It helps with transportation because you can use your business credit to get vehicles now.
That's what the whole fleet of them,
Right.
and get sports.
Okay. I'm flipping, y'all, but I'm connected. So make sure you connect with Max because there's so many amazing things that you can learn about business credit. So if we can dive in, do you mind if we start checking off the list, get up to 100,000 in business credit?
So I don't know if my mic is in the way or not, but
Yes. No, it's fine. I'll read them all.
I can read. Well, that's actually the service and just like the last guy that was on here, it's a long time. Listen, this is credit is something that you should be working on before you need it.
Yes.
Not after you start working on it at the time that you need it. It's too late. I'll give you a good example of that. There was a client that we were working with 2 or 3 months ago, and she actually was been in business for 18 months, and finally she got an offer from a big retail chain. I'm not going to say the name out there.
Right.
But a big retail chain wanted to buy put her on the shelf. They have they're a national chain. And her challenge was she didn't really have the ability to fulfill the orders that they wanted. And she didn't have credit set up where she could have ordered the 100,000 units that they needed.
Right.
And the store, that was the difference between her getting an opportunity or losing that opportunity. So we've been working with her since then. She's able to do that, but again, when she came to us, it was an opportunity at that time she was not able to take advantage of. So you're waiting until the time that you need it. That's just way too late. You want to be preparing. Every business needs business credit.
Yeah.
And it's not just for some people, it's for anyone. If you have a business, you have want to start a business. Business credit is something you should be endeavoring to do right from the beginning. So
I want to piggyback on the too late comment, because a lot of people do feel like, hey, I've been in business 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, 7 years, or COVID. COVID took a lot of businesses either completely out, or it really hurt a lot of businesses, because although you're not supposed to mix business and personal, a lot of people were just surviving. So is it too late, or is there some type of recovery that someone who either never had business credit or mishandled their business credit that you can help them with?
sure, and it's never too late. I think every day it's a new day. I don't know if I should say this or not, but the interesting thing about business credit, it's different from personal credit. Personal credit, you pay your bill or don't pay a bill. If you pay your bill this time, you get credit. You don't have to work hard. If you don't pay your bill there, you have back credit. Your business credit, you could pay your bills. You could be in business for 10 years, 20 years, and have zero business credit bill. Because none of it's about what you spend, who you're spending it with, and who's reporting that you're doing that. And that most other vendors, they give you more access to it, and that's going to be more business credit. So it's about starting from there. So one of the great things about our platform is even if we don't have any credit at all, any business credit at all, if we're just starting out, we can pair you with vendors that will give you credit. If you just started your business yesterday, we can get you business credit.
You all heard that. For the people paying attention, he said if you just got started with your business today, he has resources and connections to help you leverage your business with business credit. So make sure you connect, and make sure you tell them, like, no using your social security number, no personal guarantees, regardless of your credit score. Ready to get funded, scan here to get started. Besides the scans, how can it reach you? Besides the scan, how can it reach you?
Well, like I said, if there's not credit, so if someone has a business, if you're out there and you have a business, you can figure out starting it. You talk to a bunch of people who are kind of starting it.
Right.
It's time to go and start establishing business credit when you're just getting started. Because it will grow as you're growing that business. And again, like I said, it's super important to do that. But the most important thing is 78% of all businesses are funding in their own personal pocket,
Right.
not funding it out of business. So, some people have one disaster or one situation really from, affecting, like I said, their whole personal life. So it's important to separate your business from your personal life. And that's one of the things that we talk to people about. So our platform is not just about just kind of giving some people information of things. We literally have it. As you can see, with workbook, textbook, we got it all right there. We have an online platform. So we really try to make sure people have the information that they need. So we tell people all the time that our HIPAA credit solution, if you log on to GetTo.credit, you can actually right now get started for free. So right now, if you watch the podcast, you can start for free. You can platform your thing created, and start the journey. So there's no reason to stop or not to do this.
You just said one of my favorite words: free, complimentary. Get started. I'm ready to connect. We have to get some more people to leverage and connect.
If I'm less than that court, doesn't mean start around free.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think anyone's heard business credit company that's leveraging people at no cost to get started. That's incredible. Can we talk about this book a little bit? Like, just briefly, like, what made you write for the book? Just a little bit, reason of why you.
Well, I'll say this real briefly about it as you're wrapping this on short episode. Because I think whatever your expertise is in business,
Yes.
It's important to put it in writing. Mainly, I think it's what we call an authority building thing. And so We do a lot of focus on the business credit. As you start building that business credit, you really should be building authority in the
Yes.
field. Because people can get what they know, like, or try. And if you took the time with your knowledge, people trust you with me. So that's super important, I think, for that reason. But also, we want to give people another way to access information.
Yes.
So that's really the short.
I know, I think it's phenomenal because everyone learns differently. Some people are visual. Some people have to hear it. Some people have to read it. Some people need a little bit of both. In order to retain it. And, just from the brief opportunity that I've had knowing and working with you, you are one of the very humble, genuine, down to earth leaders in the business credit industry. So I think that, what you're doing is outstanding. I'm glad to be a part of the brand. And thank you so much for this amazing interview.
Well, thank you, and thank you for interviewing me back. That's kind of what prompted what you do with the policy.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Guys, thank you for tuning in, for whoever's tuning in for this networking event. Again, thank you for tuning in. And we're going to wrap this thing up. I don't know if we're going to wrap the thing up, or maybe you can let them know.
Sure.
But again,
All right. Thank you so much.
thank you, Phoenix. Thanks for coming on. And I will see you. All right, so as we go, it's like Tim. Oh, you want to get on the rest of the now? I'm sure because we did some review. I'm just trying to get up and down there. I'm talking to Tim. So close that, guys. Thank you for your patience. A lot of them are already ready. We don't get to have Jim. But thank you to the event. And again, if you have a business, you tell us start a business, make sure you visit Kimpton Credit. Again, get started before you need it. Not that way. If you're doing it when you need it, it's not too late. So if you have a business and a business idea, no matter, just think about starting, you've already started. You've been in business for 5 years, and go on to give us right now. We have great services. But you can find out how much business credit you qualify for. It's less than 90. So go on to give us that credit. That assessment. So try to we're trying to so we look forward to seeing you later, talking with you about your business. So see you. Congrats, I think that was out. And so yeah, so to get this stuff for let's see. We'll get to the red news. Breath